With the release of the 2016 Index of Economic Freedom, it can be seen that Israel scored 0.2% higher than the previous year. They're currently scored with a 70.7, while the U.S. was down 0.8% from last year to finish with a score of 75.4%. Foundation. I think Foundation was the name of somebody. Yep. And we need the year, since when we paraphrase, we just need the source's name and the year. That's it. The Index of Economic Freedom measures the economic freedoms throughout the world's nation. It scores these nations on freedom of trade, freedom of business, investment, and freedom of property rights. So that list looks good, except I wonder, did that person mean freedom of investment? Maybe not, and if so, that's fine. But just a little note there for the person who wrote this. This index simply helps recognize another common bond that is shared between the U.S. and Israel. Figures from country reports, remember this is the title, so we want to have an article, so we want to put quotation mark, show that over the past 2 years there was a mild slowdown in the economic growth of Israel. However, current numbers and predictions show a steady acceleration in 2006, and it is now anticipated to reach, 3.1%. And so while we're at it, Irish, hey, go lay down. Okay, so we don't really need this source here because we have it at the beginning of the sentence. Also, let's talk really quickly about this conjunction. Conjunction joins, conjunction, you know that song, What's Your Function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses and even sentences. So when you see a conjunction, if it is joining two complete sentences, you need a comma with it. So if you ever see like a conjunction like and, you could say is what goes before a complete sentence. Yep, current numbers and predictions show a steady acceleration in 2006. That's a complete sentence. Is what comes after it a complete sentence. It is now anticipated to reach 3.1%. That's a complete sentence, so I need a comma with it then. Israel is roughly 8,400 square miles and contains a population of over 8.5 million. Nearly 5 million of that population works within the labor force, and almost 20% of that workforce so 20% is like one group, so almost 20% of that workforce is, well, let's see, hold on, how they worded it here. Of that workforce, almost 20% of that workforce are graduates. Okay, we'll leave that. But we do need a comma here. All right. Gosh, I'm still like, this wording here is just kind of bugging me a little bit because almost 20% is, but then they're graduates of the university. So maybe we just even change it so it's not so awkward sounding. Almost 20% of the workforce graduated from universities. Looking at these figures, we will be faced with great talents as we begin our journey into the foreign market. So again, we could make this into more than one paragraph. And let's see, I would say to start a new paragraph here, because this whole part talks about that index of economic freedom, and then this starts talking about the figures from country reports and what that means. So, and again, good job connecting that back to the audience and what it means for the expansion. We can see that although there are some political safety concerns surrounding the transfer of our employees to Israel, these concerns are far outweighed by the positive aspects of our potential growth and acceptance within a new market. As we gain ground with our foreign business partners, comma, because we need a comma after an introductory expression, which is what that is. And then we start our actual sentence here. This will allow our company to share the products and services that we have to offer, not only to our clients, so we'll put a comma here, comma before an afterthought, not only to our clients here in the U.S., but to potential clients across the globe. We don't really need a comma here since that but is not, that's a conjunction, and it's not joining two complete sentences. So, all right, so there you have it. Hopefully I caught everything that's the second time that I caught the first time around. But again, just make sure that you keep your paragraphs short. Make sure you use consistent formatting throughout. Don't change fonts. Make sure the spacing remains the same. All of that jazz. And then, like I said, I went through and noted some APA stuff. and make sure you connect your information back to your audience. Show them why it's relevant. Why do they need to know it? How does it affect expansion? How does it affect the employees? Whatever. But just connect it back and take an audience-centered approach and think about what does my audience want to know and what does my audience need to know. All right, so hopefully that is helpful to you guys, and I will get ready and post this now. Thanks.